People. Que pasa, sapa, say what they do. Now, people, just when we thought, well, we know Jamaica is getting from bad to worser. People, it is even getting more worser. And people, I am speaking specifically about an incident that occurred in a place called Southfield, St. Elizabeth, where it is said that Chinese nationals, a man and his wife, that operates a supermarket called Jojo Supermarket, they were taken out. Based on the information, it is said that about after 7 p.m., some people, 3 men to be specific, rolled up in the establishment, robbed them, demanded money. I guess they did not get what they thought that they were due, so therefore them blaze up the 2 people. The husband was seen slumped over some sort of counter. The lady, the wife, she was basically on the ground battling for her life. So people, I am going to let you take a look to the audio from that actual incident, because you know that this is YouTube. I cannot show the video because of you know why. So people, take a listen and then I'll give my piece.
What do you think about it, she gets
hey, me alive, you know.
I try to say not even an ambulance. Nobody call you, man. Call ambulance, brother.
Yo, me alive, you know.
Yeah, man, it's all in
Me move still, but.
Then the Chinese man of a crossroad now. You know,
Me
It's a machine mirror splash out.
Watch him now.
Now people, I know that a lot of persons are going to have things to say because of the lack of respect that some of these people show to Jamaicans. However, people, in my view, that is irrelevant. It matters. However, when somebody loses their life, somebody that is in a community and builds up that community, even if that person gains from that community, it is the persons from that community that basically left the door open, have themselves to blame, and we understand the mentality of Jamaicans. Jamaicans like to support foreigners, so therefore these people are taking the advantage of the opportunity that they were given because of our own mentality. So therefore, don't blame the player, blame the game. Now people, like I've always said, a life is a life is a life is a life. So therefore, whenever an innocent person or persons lose their life, it is always a very tragic situation. It is no less significant, no less tragic when somebody from over there or somebody from over yassa lose them life. It is never good. However, Jamaica is going to get a reality check. St. Elizabeth is going to get a reality check. And it is going to show that the type of effort that is going to be placed on cases like this. And do you know why? The people with the power, meaning the people from over so the infrastructure place, they are going to put an overwhelming amount of pressure on the government of Jamaica, the JCF, the justice system, to get some sort of justice. Because at the end of the day, Mr. Matalan's life, Mr. CHIN's life is more significant than when somebody from the garrison lose their life. Not significant to me. I am speaking about the powers that be. So people, whether we like it or not, we're going to see some sort of results on people. If it takes cases like this for the popo to move, I am not going to say that we should be happy or we should be elated. Me just say we're going to see the polar difference when somebody from the garrison lose their life as opposed to when somebody with some sort of money and power lose their life. People, that is a part of the tragedy as it pertains to Jamaica also. Point blank and period. Back to the story at hand. Now people, when we listen to this video, we hear the people saying that this man gone, the wife gone. The wife is still battling for life. And people, it is very, very sad. Based on the information, 3 people like them say, roll up on the spot, demanded money. I guess they got some amount of money, but they were not satisfied with the amount of money. So therefore, before them leave, they made a statement. And people, we've seen this over and over in Jamaica for the last couple of years, for the last couple of decades. And it basically stopped maybe a couple of months ago, where they were just basically robbing the place, the supermarket, the MoneyGram, the financials, establishments, stuff like that. And they were leaving these people alive. Now people, I spoke about St. Elizabeth in a couple of videos that I did, and I said that no longer is St. Elizabeth the breadbasket parish capital of Jamaica. These criminals, they are farming a fool. So therefore, it is no longer a farming community. It is invaded, infested by all sorts of criminal elements. We see all sorts of robbery in the last couple of days. All sorts of people are lose them life. And I think that in the last week, at least 6 persons lost their life. And when we talk about the most notable crime that has taken place, we're speaking about this teacher at that basic school in a Treasure Beach, and then the taxi driver, and then the school driver 2019. So therefore, it is not as tranquil as it once was. We see that things change, and when they change, they usually change for the worse. Now people, when we think about these criminal elements in Jamaica, Southfield, that taximan Mr. Day that lost his life 2019, Southfield, I think. The lady, the teacher, I think that also happened in the vicinity of Southfield. The teacher, all of those 3 were linked. The teacher in 2021, December 7th to be specific, if I am not incorrect. It is said that those 3 are linked to one person. In St. Elizabeth, there is a mastermind that is linked with those 3. The mastermind meaning that he is renting all the tools, he is renting all the hitmen for hire, and more than likely he is a shot caller that is sending out all of these robbers. Now people, of lately with this teacher situation, we see that his name is being called up, or he is the person of interest, because as it pertains to Mr. Day and the school bus driver, I think her name is Miss Toppin, Mylene Toppin to be specific. There is 2 are a suspect in custody right now, and I heard that that suspect is talking. The suspect in the takeaway of the teacher, I think he was either the rider or the pillion, the person upon the back of the bike. So therefore, one of those are in the custody of the popo, and it seems as if they are trying to save themselves. So people, I say this to say that the police in St. Elizabeth, they have an idea of who most of these might be linked to, including this takeaway of these 2 Chinese nationals. And based on information that I got from credible source, it is said that of lately, when his name is being called up, as it pertains to the teacher, as it pertains to the taximan Mr. Day, as it pertains to the school bus driver, he is saying that he is going to make some sort of statement. He is going to send out a clear message on people. If all of these tragedies have been linked to him, why would we feel otherwise that he has nothing to do with this? When the truth and the fact is that he is a known name, he is a notorious name, that when anybody wants any sort of tool, anybody wants anybody taken out, and even do you think that he is not going to be a part of any sort of robbery, any sort of extortion? Now people, like me say, this is not breaking news, but this is news, so therefore the popo, they are in the preliminary stage of their investigation. Some people, I can bet that this has to do with some sort of extortion, or maybe just a random act of robbery, or maybe this youth kind of getting in his feelings, thinking that, listen, these people out for me, so more than likely I am going to lose my life any day soon, so therefore I am going to create all sorts of chaos and catastrophe before I go. Because people like them say, when planting one DEAD, what does it do? It basically exalted itself. And people, like I've always said, he that exalted itself shall be abased. So therefore, them soon bait up themselves, them soon end up down a modern or in the big yard. point blank and period. Now people, when we listen to this video or audio, we hear people saying that not even an ambulance, not even a popo, because I guess the popo came on the scene later than Sona. However people, that is the norm in Jamaica. Whenever any of our Jamaican national citizens lose their life, it is the same thing. There is the absence of ambulance, emergency vehicle. When the popo come, usually it is too late. And then the next thing is that, why is it that the relevant authority, meaning St. Elizabeth, whoever is the MP, whoever is the top popo down there, why is it that they allow things to get from bad to worse? Why is it they are always reactive instead of being proactive? Because if you have a quaint, tranquil community or parish, and you see it is getting out of hand, and you see that a specific individual or a set of individuals' names are constantly called up, you have to do what you have to do as it pertains to damage control. So therefore, don't wait until it gets as bad as it can get, because the truth and the fact is that whenever it gets bad, it usually gets worse. It is like an ABUSIVE relationship. It is only going to turn for the worse. So me just say, whenever you have any sorts of bad seeds, bad apples in your place, the first thing that you want to do is rid yourself of this problem. Don't let this problem set in and infest the whole place and people. That is exactly what is going on, because like I told you, one person is known for at least 3 incidents, noted incidents, infamous incidents, in which was in the newspaper, all over social media, all over that place. And this person is still hiding in plain view. You know exactly what I am speaking about. The mastermind, I am speaking about the person that rents all the tool, that is responsible for a whole lot of hitmen for hire. So therefore, if you know, because me know, so I am assuming that you guys know what is taking so long. Why is somebody hiding in the clear, open, people? It makes absolutely no sense. That means that somebody is not taking responsibility for their action. Somebody is not doing their job, and you know exactly who that is. I am speaking about the government of Jamaica, the justice system, the relevant authorities, point blank and period. So anyways people, that is my views on the whole thing as it pertains to that. And like I say, it is just my views and opinion. It is not the gospel. Your views and opinion can be respectfully different from mine. But let me know what you think in the comment section. Bless up.